Well, good morning, church. It's Tuesday the 3rd of November, and it's my pleasure to share with you the devotion this morning. And I pray you're well, and that it's a real challenging time at the moment for everybody. It's, we're on the brink of going into a temporary lockdown again, as we know. And I was thinking about this last night and thinking, what could I share this morning in our devotion to just to bring encouragement at this time. I don't know about you, but it just seems like I feel like again we're bracing ourselves, and so I wanted to share with you just something that I shared with the Wednesday study last week, and just really a part of my teaching in the book of Revelation. And I would encourage you, when we eventually start that study up again, try and get along to it, because we've been learning some really great things about the Lord, and about his eternal aspect, and how we've been in particular looking at the throne of God, and just the majesty of our eternal Father. And what I wanted to share with you this morning is the fact that the Word teaches us that God has chosen us. Peter wrote in his first letter in chapter 2 verse 9, he said, "You're a chosen generation, you're a royal priesthood, a holy nation, his own special people." Now, when we read in particular chapters 4 through to 7 of Revelation, we get to see the majesty of God. We get to see how great he is, and how great that scene will be when we find ourselves before the throne in heaven. But the Word tells us that God has chosen you and I. In Galatians as well, Paul writing to the Galatians in chapter 3 verse 26, he said, "You are all sons of God through faith in Christ Jesus. And for as many of you as were baptized into Christ have put on Christ. There is neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither slave nor free, there is neither male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. And if you are Christ's, then you are Abraham's seed and heirs according to the promise." So really what I wanted to share this morning was just a reminder that we're a chosen people. You know, God has chosen you and I, and he knows everything about us. You know, that was one of the important things that we've been looking at in Revelation, is the fact that he who was and who is to come, you know, when we consider the eternal nature of God, and the fact that he lives outside of any kind of time scale. You know, he knows our beginning and he knows our end. He says that I am the Alpha and the Omega, and yet he's chosen each one of us. And I just want to finish the devotion this morning by reciting a comment that Samuel Rutherford, the Scottish pastor from the 1600s, said in light of the fact that we are a chosen people, we are a holy nation, we are his special people. He wrote this in his diary right back then in the 1600s. He said, "Because I am his own, God be thanked, he may use me as he pleases." And I pray that would be our motto this morning, this day. If you're struggling to think about what frame of mind to be in, what to say to God today, then say this: "Because